Welcome to High School Football Game Night. Presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Yeah, the Jeff Davis Vols getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats as we begin the game here at Wildcat Stadium. High kick goes to the far side of the field, out of bounds, and the Wildcats going to start in good field position.
Yeah, that has been an Achilles tendon, Achilles heel for a lot of Montgomery schools is a kicking game. I thought this guy might be a little bit better when he came out with those fancy shoes. Seemed like most kickers have those fancy shoes, but a good start for the Cats on the kick out of bounds. Folks, I think Coach Faulkner has decided to back them up, or what's the deal here? He gave they're going to back them up 5 and have a re-kick, which you have the option to do that or take it on your 35-yard line. Probably not a bad move if we can get Marcus Jones, we get his hands on the football, he can make things happen.
Ty Woods kicking off for the Volunteers. As Marcus Jones moves up just shy of the 10-yard line. Wildcats are turning the ball from the left to right as we get ready to start once again. And we're getting ready to kick off now as the whistle has blown once again. Wildcats deep back, standing back at the 5-yard line. High kick goes inside the 5 to the 2, comes out across the 5, cuts it to the left side, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, and finally brought out of bounds just across the 25 is number 12, Caleb Reynolds.
Yeah, we didn't turn out as well as we thought. That was a good kick, backing up 5 yards, and we didn't make it out to the 30. Good coverage. We would have had it at the 35 on the kick out of bounds, but that was coach's choice. That was a pretty good return. Good coverage downfield by the Volunteers.
Ball at the far hash mark as the Wildcats are moving left to right, beginning at their own 28-yard line. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to the big fullback, and he's going to be stopped short. DeJohn Flowers on to carry. Flowers on to carry for the Wildcats.
Hello?
Some by Lawrence Wallace.
Okay. Jeff Davis, they're in a base 4-3 look, but they kind of pinched inside on that handoff, dropped us for a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Cats. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field. Anderson in the backfield. Handoff goes to Anderson out across the 30.
Yeah, just a base give up the middle. I noticed one of their down defensive ends on this side is not a real big kid, but he's looks very quick and something we might can exploit if we can ever get our big paws on him. May have a chance to get some yards off this right side.
3rd down for the Cats. Need to get out to the 38-yard line. Line of scrimmage at 28. Throws it intended for Keyless. Flag comes in late, incomplete.
Yeah, they had a stunt coming on the outside. We had a great call on the wide receiver screen. Cody Fulton Tice really didn't have time to set and make a good throw. Let's see what the flag is. Yeah, Fox roughing the quarterback. Personal foul penalty, 15 yards. Break for the Cats.
Cats with a Southeast Sun Wildcat first down at the 45-yard line. 10:47 to go in this first quarter. Your Citizens Bank score 0-0 as the Wildcats have the ball at the far hash mark, moving left to right. 1st and 10 Cody Fulton Ty stands back at the 40, hands it off to Anderson, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're really crowding the line of scrimmage. They went to a 3-4 look that time, and the two outside linebackers really came down hard on the inside. Their speed and quickness are kind of giving us some trouble here in the early going.
Second and 11 for the Cats. Shotgun formation. Looks to the right side, throws it out the flats, complete to Flowers, out across the 45, and stopped up near the 46-yard line.
Slow developing play to the wide side of the field. Great reaction by the secondary for the Volunteers. Put John Flowers in space with the football, but the great pursuit by that secondary, just a couple of yard gain. I guess we're back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10 for the Cats, back up at the 45, near hash mark. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Got some movement on the line and should go against the Volunteers.
Yeah, they're really attacking the line of scrimmage. That's what's giving us trouble. That was a good call there to give us a little longer count. Make it 3rd and 5, a little more manageable in that 3rd and 10.
Coach brings up 3rd and 5. Ball at midfield near hash mark. Once again, the Cats moving left to right. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Tice gets pressure, gets the ball off, complete to Warren. He's got a first down near the 42-yard line.
Boy, what a throw and catch. I thought the outside linebacker, he came on a blitz on the far side. It looked to me he was off sides, but Cody Fulton and Tice held his ground and made a nice throw and an out cut by Chance Warren.
1st and 10 at the 42. Wildcats with the ball. And ball is set. Tice back at the 47, throws it intended for number 12, incomplete. Caleb Reynolds, penalty flag on the play.
I'm glad that was incomplete. When the throw was that low where he was, it's just let it hit the turf because he would have lost 2 yards if he'd have caught it. It's going to be a chop block against the Cats.
First and long for the Cats. Line of scrimmage now, the 43-yard line of the Wildcats. Again, near hash mark. Moving left to right, single wide out to the far side of the field. Reynolds, triple wide outs to the near side of the field. Shotgun formation. Tice takes the ball, fakes it to Flowers, looks downfield, throws it, has a man open, and intercepted, I believe, down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, great coverage by the Volunteer secondary. He was running right with our receiver. The throw was on target. The bad news was the defender was in front of our receiver, and he made a great catch. What a defensive play by the secondary for the Volunteers.
With 9:15 to go in the first quarter. Your Citizens Bank score 0-0. Jeff Davis taking over after an interception, moving the ball right to left near hash mark, the home side of the field. 2 backs in the backfield, and we've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, they lined up in some kind of weird formation, and they shifted. I guess one of the guys must have moved, so it'll be a false start against Jeff Davis.
Number 2 is Aaron Haney, the quarterback for the Volunteers. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Haney up under center. Fakes it, hands it off to number 1 around the right side, out across the 30, the 35, the 40, and finally brought down out across the 45-yard line on the far side of the field.
Yeah, a little different look from the Volunteer offense. The old double wing, that was just a base wing T play, fake to the fullback, give to the halfback on the bug sweeper to the wide side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3 for the Volunteers. Quarterback fakes it, takes it around the right side, running room 50, 40, 35, 30, and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 32-yard line. Good run for the quarterback for the Volunteers.
Yeah, that was a zone read out of the spread look. Great read by the quarterback, and nope, once he faked it to the back and we collapsed down on the running back, there was nobody out there to contain the quarterback. He was off to the races. Great execution on the zone read by Jeff Davis.
First and 10 for the Volunteers at the Wildcat 27-yard line, far hash mark. Quarterback rolls to the left side, looks downfield, throws it out, has a man open at the 15, the 10, and finally brought down right at the 10-yard line by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's just a base clear-out route that we've run so well. They send the outside receiver goes deep. The number 2 receiver just runs out. The quarterback sprinted to his left, made a nice touch throw. Jeff Davis on the move.
First and goal for the Volunteers at the Wildcat 10. Quarterback up under center, hands it off to number 8, breaks a tackle, down inside to 5, breaks another tackle, and finally down to the 1-yard line.
Boy, again, great execution out of the double wing. That was a kind of a different blocking scheme. The right wing back came in motion, and when the ball was snapped, he led up through the hole just like an old fullback out of the I formation.
First and goal. Good defensive play by the Cats, and he stopped back at the 1.
Yeah, the Volunteers getting plays on the field very quickly. That was just a straight T formation. Jeff Davis showing us a lot of looks here, but the Cat defense they rose to the occasion, kept them out of the end zone.
Third and goal. Big play for the Wildcat defense this time, near hash mark. Quarterback up under center. And it's going to be close, waiting for the call. Looks like he's down. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Yeah, the line judge couldn't tell, or the linesman couldn't tell where the ball was. That's why he came in and took so long to make the call. I thought for a second his knee hit the ground, but I think he dove in for the touchdown.
Ty Woods kicking for the Volunteers as he comes in to attempt the point after. Good snap, holds down, the kick is up, and the kick is through with 7:40 to go in the first half, or first quarter. Here at Wildcat Stadium, the Jeff Davis Volunteers lead Enterprise 7-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Enterprise High School Football brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise, as the Jeff Davis Volunteers have scored first following an interception and a long drive to lead the Wildcats 7-0 here at Wildcat Stadium. Ty Woods getting ready to kick off for the Volunteers. Marcus Jones back deep along with Caleb Reynolds. And John Flowers inside the 5-yard line. Wildcats will be returning the ball from left to right as we get set for this kickoff and return.
Fox, I noticed the referee came over and talked to Coach Faulkner and then across the field to the head coach for the Volunteers. I'm not sure exactly what that was about, but what an impressive drive by the Jeff Davis Volunteers. A lot of formations, getting the plays in very quickly and had us on our heels. The Jeff Davis Volunteers look like a very good football team here in the early going.
And as the play clock runs down and resets, we're ready for kickoff here at Wildcat Stadium. Once again, Woods kicking off for the Volunteers as Marcus Jones stands back at his own 2-yard line. Woods approaches the ball. Good high kick. And it's going to go at the goal line, brought out by Marcus, and he's going to be hit right across the 15 up near the 16, and the Wildcats start 1st and 10.
Boy, I tell you, I have to take back my words about that kicker. That was a great kick. I think Marcus, if he had to do over again, let that go into the end zone. He caught it, looked like it right at the 1-inch line. Tried to dip and dart his way up the field. But I tell you what, Jeff Davis, they have the speed and the quickness to hang right there with him, and dropped him just outside our 15-yard line.
They have a linebacker, number 18, Ladarius Baby, 6'1", 221. He is everything. He's the captain of the team. Keep your eyes on him, Rex and Fox.
Cody Fulton-Ty standing back at his 11. Tavis Anderson in at fullback. Hands it off to Anderson around the right side. He's going to try to get wide, cut across the 15, up across the 20, breaks a tackle, and finally knocked out of bounds out near the 27-yard line, but a great run by Big Tavis Anderson that time.
Yes, it was. Good job of blocking off the right side, and particularly with the wide receivers. Great job, Chance Warren, and I'm not sure who. I'll have to check the number on our inside receiver, but a well-executed play by the Cats.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down up near the 27-yard line, near hash mark. Again, hands it off to Anderson, cuts it back inside, up near the 30, and out across the 30. Another good run.
Yes, it was. That's our short side bread and butter play we like to run. That was Nick Keelis, our inside receiver, along with Chance Warren, doing a good job of blocking. And, of course, our big right tackle, Mason Childers, and also making a good block.
I'd like to remind everyone tonight, if you're wanting an update on scores, number to call 494-4084, 494-4084 for an update on area scores.
That's our area hotline.
That's it. 2nd and 7. Wildcats with the ball. Gives it to Anderson around the left side. He's going to be up near the 35.
Yeah, that was a well-executed play. Again, Nick Keelis, was the number 2 receiver to the right. He kind of went in motion and turned out on the defensive end. And Nick Tucker, our H-back, the hammer, he led through on just like the old fullback play. Nice play again by the Cats.
3rd down. Cats need to get out to the 37. Good defensive play by the Vols, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 31, and a penalty flag comes in late.
Yeah, it almost looked like the Volunteers knew what we were going to run because they outflanked us on that play. And DeJohn Flowers had nowhere to go. And, luckily, he held on to the football. We'll see what the flag is.
Volunteers penalized for a face mask, coach. Brings up 3rd and short for the Wildcats. Wildcats need to get out to just across the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 36. Hand off to Flowers around the right side. Cuts it inside, out across the 40. First down, Wildcats.
Yeah, good job of running by DeJohn Flowers. Again, good blocking off this right side. Nick Tucker. Let's see who else. I think that's Dennis Chastain, and along with Chance Warren, doing a great job of stop blocking. Mason Childers, Sawyer Gooseby doing a good job off this right side.
5:53 to go in the first quarter. Jeff Davis Volunteers leading the Wildcats 7-0 here at Wildcat Stadium. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. The Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's. 5:53 to go in the first quarter. Enterprise trailing by 7 with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line near hash mark. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Cody Fulton-Ty standing back at his 39. Looks to the right side. Pulls it down. Throws it for Chance Warren at the 50 and inside the 45.
Well, what a great job by Cody Fulton-Ty. I'm not sure he was trying to go on the original route, but everybody seemed to be covering. He just danced around buying some time. Saw Chance Warren on the sideline, threw it. Chance made another one-handed catch. great play by the Cats.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down inside the 45, handoff, and quickly stopped for a loss back at the 42.
Yeah, I think that was a straight give because if we were going to read that, the wide outside was open. I think that was just a straight give, and might be something the coaches will look at to maybe go to the zone read.
2nd and 10 for the Cats near hash mark. Anderson in the backfield for the Wildcats. Lined up to the right side of Tice. Dual wideouts. Looks to the left side, pulls it down, gets pressure, throws it again, intended for Anderson, and coach almost intercepted.
Yeah, they're coming off the edge, put some pressure on us from the wide side of the field. Again, Cody Full and Tice bought some time scrambling around. Probably made an unwise choice to make that throw to force that one in there, but fortunately it did fall incomplete and was not intercepted.
3rd and 10 for the Cats at the 42-yard line. 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Tyson shotgun formation, staying back at his 46. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Keyless, Warren to the near side of the field. Reynolds to the far side of the field. Throws it out in the flats and incomplete.
Yeah, they're really jamming the line of scrimmage. From what I'm seeing up here, the middle of the field is wide open. They've got the outside covered. So we need to attack, I think, more down the middle of the field because they brought the house. We did a good job of picking up that blitz. But we're trying to throw to the outside, and I think the coaches are probably the next time we have the football take a shot down the middle of the field.
Hunter Nicholson coming in to punt for the Cats, standing back at his 44. Good snap. Gets a good high kick up. Going to take a Wildcat bounce and down inside the 15.
Yeah, Jeff Davis didn't rush anybody. That might, again, something that the coaches might see up here from the booth. I think they were maybe in a kind of a punch-safe situation, thinking we might fake it since we were down in their territory. But a good job by Hunter Nicholson to pin them back on their own 15-yard line.
Volunteer offensive unit coming on the field now. 4:33 to go in this first quarter. Jeff Davis leading 7-0 with the ball at the Wildcat 15. Hands it off to his back around the left side, out across the 15 up near the 16.
Yeah, that was a little draw play out of the spread look. I believe one of our linebackers, I'm trying to get the numbers. Again, they're just so hard to say. I believe that was number 32, Trayvon Dunlap, that came in and make that play.
Second and 9 for the Volunteers. Quarterback looks downfield, throws it, has a man open, misses him, incomplete.
Yeah, a little quick fake and a little quick slant over the middle after the fake, and the receiver came open. Maybe the quarterback might have rushed that throw just a little bit, but it did fall incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Penalty going to go against the Volunteers.
I believe that was a chop block they called on them, which would be half the distance to the goal since they were down inside the 30-yard line.
Second down for the Volunteers. Line of scrimmage now inside the 10. Needing to get out across the 25. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. Haney stands back at the 2. Fakes it to number 1. Looks downfield. Has a man open. Throws it long. And almost intercepted by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Miles Thomas from his safety position was in good field position to make that play. Try to hit us deep on a big throw. That was good coverage. I believe that was is that Darius Kirsch across the way in coverage. He was in man coverage. And, of course, Miles came over the top. Good defensive play by the Cats secondary.
Third and long once again. Line of scrimmage, the 8-yard line. Jeff Davis Volunteers need to get out to the 25 for a first down. Clock stopped at 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Quarterback keeps it, cuts it out across the 10, the 15, the 20, and finally down up near the 20-yard line. Good defensive play by the Cats brings up fourth down.
Yeah, we went to our what I call our semi-prevent look. Again, that was Miles Thomas great open field tackle. The quarterback had room to run, and I think that's been the big difference in our defense. When these guys have a chance to make a play in open field so far this season, we've been able to come up with a good tackle.
Ty Woods coming in to punt for the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Marcus Jones back deep for the Cats, standing back at his 41-yard line. Wood standing at the 6-yard line. Good snap. It's going to be a high punt, but a short punt. And it's going to go out of bounds on the Jeff Davis side of the field. Coach and the Wildcats start in great field position at the Volunteer 40-yard line.
Boy, you're exactly right, Fox. That was a great job by the defense. Of course, the penalty really helped us out. But we did a job on that third down situation and did force that punt. And, again, a bad punt. Cats need to respond with this great field position.
Cats line up on the far hash mark. Once again, moving the ball from left to right. Line of scrimmage is going to be the 39. Fakes it to Flowers. Looks downfield. Throws it and caught by the Wildcats. And he's going to be down inside the 35-yard line to about the 32. And, Coach, I didn't get the number on the reception. I believe it was Nick Tucker.
Yes, it was. He was the hammer off the left side, and we did a little bootleg. We faked the run to the left, and then we booted back to the right and hit him in the flats. Good job by Nick Tucker.
2nd and 4. Hands it off to Flowers around the right side. Breaks a tackle inside the 30, the 25, and down just inside the 25. Good hard run that time.
Yes, it was. I didn't really see an opening, and sounded that was just a push by the offensive line, and all of a sudden Jean just found a little crease and popped through it for that first down.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down at the 25-yard line of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handoff again to Flowers, cuts it back inside, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, we had Mason Childers from his right tackle position pulling off up underneath that play, but a good job by the defensive front for the Volunteers.
2nd and 9 for the Cats, just inside the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Fakes it to Flowers, looks downfield, gets pressure, rolls to the right side, throws it long to the end zone, and man's open but throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like we had two receivers in the same area, and they tripped each other up on that particular play. Again, Cody Fulton-Tice, he does a great job of buying time, scrambling around. Somebody came open in the end zone, but he was near the sideline. He had to kind of rush that throw, and it was not a very good one.
Substitutions coming in for the Wildcats. Reynolds and Keyless wide to the far side of the field. Tavis Anderson in the backfield with Cody Fulton-Tice to his right. Shotgun formation back at the 29. Looks downfield, throws it long, has Chance Warren open and overthrows him.
Yeah, they had pressure again coming up the middle. We did a pretty good job of picking it up. Cody Fulton-Tice had to get rid of it probably just a split second before he really wanted to, and threw it a little bit too long. You want to be long with that, not too short, and he just overdid it just a little bit.
Hunter Nicholson coming in to attempt a 41-yard field goal. It's going to be spotted down about the 31. Good snap, holds down, kick is up, and it's going to be short, no good.
Yeah, I don't think he caught that one very solid. I'm not sure exactly why, but not a good kick there by Hunter Nicholson.
And we'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum, Rick Howard, Rick Adams. Wildcats trailing by 7. Handoff goes up the middle, out across the 25 and up near the 27-yard line.
Yeah, just a little quick opener by the Volunteers. They look very prolific on offense. Good speed, quickness, and they're executing very well.
Second and 3 for the Volunteers. Quarterback keeps it, rolls around the right side, out across the 30, has a first down and more up near the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that quarterback's a good-sized kid, and it was just a great snap and run by him, and a good blocking by that offensive line for the Volunteers.
First and 10 for the Volunteers. Good hard run, picks up maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, boy, the middle of that Arcad defense would have none of that. I'm trying to get some of those numbers. I know number 99, Savek Williams, is in, and the other numbers are kind of hard to read. We'll try to pick those up as we go, but that was a good job by the down 3 for the Cats.
Second and 9 for the Volunteers as the first quarter comes to an end here at Wildcat Stadium. The Jeff Davis Volunteers leading the Wildcats 7-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Jeff Davis Volunteers, second and 9. Shotgun formation. Quarterback looks downfield, throws it long, incomplete.
They try to catch us on the wheel route. They try to catch us on the wheel route, but we had great coverage, and of course the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football, just kind of threw it out of bounds.
Third down for the Volunteers. They need to get out to the 44, 43-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 34. Triple wide out to the far side of the field. Moving left to right. Hands is off. Breaks a tackle out across the 35. And a good defensive play by the Cats. Fourth down.
Yes, it was. The Cats kind of came with our own little blitz that time. We have great speed and quickness on defense. That's been a big and pleasant surprise, and we're making some good tackles in open field. Good job by the Wildcat defense forcing this punting situation for the Volunteers.
Woods into punt for the Volunteers. Stands back at his 22-yard line. Marcus Jones to return for the Wildcats, standing back at his 25. 11:19 to go in this first half. Jeff Davis leading 7-0. Low snap. No pressure, though. He's going to get the punt off in a good punt. It's going to be fair caught by Marcus Jones at the 26-yard line. Wildcats start first and 10.
Yeah, I don't know how many guys we rushed, but it was a low snap. As you said, Fox, the punter had trouble handling it. Good job of blocking by the 3 protectors there by Jeff Davis. They really attacked and made a good block, and the punter had time to pick it up and got off a good punt. Again, good job by Marcus Jones there to fair catch it.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line of Enterprise. Enterprise moving the ball right to left. Do a wide out to the near side of the field. Cody Fulton-Tice looks across the middle. Intercepted by number 25. Cuts around the 25, the 20, 15, down inside the 15.
Yeah, we tried to hit Chance Warren on a skinny post, but the underneath linebacker, I'm sure Cody Fulton-Tice probably didn't even see him when he threw the football, but he cut up underneath that throw, and a big turnover there by Jeff Davis.
.38 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis intercepting the ball and returning it down to the Wildcat 13-yard line, 1st and 10, far hash mark, moving the ball left to right. Once again, Haney in shotgun formation, standing back at his 19. Triple wide outs to the near side. Man goes in motion. Haney's going to keep it, cuts it inside to 15, back down to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was wanting to give it to the back on a little speed sweep or not. The snap was low. For whatever reason, the quarterback just kept it, but we were there to swarm him under right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down for the Volunteers. Once again, Haney in shotgun formation. Another low snap, gets pressure, throws it to the end zone. Touchdown.
Yep, Fox, that was a low snap. Looked like the quarterback just kind of threw it up for grabs. Usually Marcus Jones is a little more aware of his position on the field, but I think he lost sight of where the football was, and the receiver just kind of stopped and went up and made the catch in the end zone.
Volunteers getting ready to line up for the extra point. Number 3 holding for the Volunteers. Good snap, holds down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 10:03 to go in this first half, Jeff Davis leading 14-0 over the Enterprise Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School football on the Wildcat Sports Network. And welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Swimming Law with Coach Rex Vine and Rick Adams, Rick Howard, Lance Jarber, as the Jeff Davis Volunteers get ready to kick off following the touchdown. Woods kicking off high and deep. Going to Reynolds at the 2-yard line. He's going to return it out across the 20 as Wildcats start 1st and 10 up there at the 22-yard line.
Another good kick. Again, take back my words. I tell you what, their kicking game looks very solid. The snap, the hole, and they took advantage of the turnover and put it in the end zone. I tell you what, the Cats, we need to really respond on this particular drive, put some points on the board.
First and 10 for the Cats. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to Flowers, hit quickly and dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, they're shooting the gaps on us. We're going to have to pick those stunts up because a couple of their defensive ends are not very big, but now when they've got great quickness, and when they shoot that gap and get in our backfield, they're giving us fits.
2nd and 11 for the Wildcats at their own 22-yard line. 9:28 to go in the first half, trailing by 14. Dual wideouts go to the far side of the field. Hands it off to Flowers again, and he's out across the 20.
Yeah, that's our kind of our bread and butter, that short side run. Oh, we got a little late push in here. I don't know if it's going to be offsetting or I saw number 4 kind of push our guy, Sincere Flowers. We'll see what the call is.
And with a timeout on the field, 9:10 to go in this first half. Jeff Davis leading 14-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 9:10 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis up 14-0. The Wildcats punting as Nicholson comes in to stand back at his 8-yard line. Return man for the Volunteers back at his 40. Low kick. And it's going to take a Wildcat bounce, go out of bounds at the 47-yard line as Volunteers take over 1st and 10.
Fox, we lost it down in here. Our statistician and Miss Courtney over here, we only ran 2 plays, and then all of a sudden it's 4th down. We missed a play somewhere. They're all set against us. That shouldn't be.
1st and 10 for the Volunteers as they start at the 38-yard line. Quarterback up under center. Haney takes the ball, pitches to his number 1 around the left side, cuts it up the field out across the 35 and up near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just a little toss sweep by the Volunteers.
Bozeman on the carry.
Yeah, we the call was that it was a dead ball foul, and we were, got a down on that, but it was offsetting it. We got penalized on offsetting penalties by having a down taken away. I don't understand that.
2nd and 9 for the Volunteers. Haney keeps it, goes around the right side, breaks a tackle, and finally brought down up near the 46-yard line.
Yeah, good job of running by the quarterback. Number 28 for the Cats, Scott Nelson, made a good play because that quarterback's a big young, and he had a full head of steam. A big play right here for the Cat defense.
Third down for the Volunteers at the 46. Need to get out to the 48 for a 1st down. Haney's going to keep it, go off the right side, cut it upfield, and he should be short, Coach.
I believe you're right, Fox. Good job again by the Wildcat defense. See what the Volunteers decide to do on this 4th down inside their own territory. Looks like about the 47-yard line. I don't see the punter coming out on the field. The Volunteers may try to draw us offside, or they may give it a go right here. Let's take a look.
Fourth and short. Haney comes up to the line, and we're going to have a timeout taken by the Wildcats. And with 7:20 to go in the first half, Jeff Davis Volunteers leading 14-0 over the Enterprise Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 7:20 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis up 14-0 over the Wildcats. Jeff Davis with the ball as Haney comes up under center at the 47-yard line. Haney takes the ball, hands it off to his back around the right side. Good defensive play by the Wildcats. Big back. He's going to be close, but I believe the defensive held.
Yeah, I believe that was Trevon Dunlap from his linebacker position. Did a great job. He found a crease in that gap. The Vols lined up in the straight T formation, tried to run it to the short side of the field, but the Cat defense would have none of that. I don't know what the officials are. Ricky, I'm kind of like you. I don't think this is even close, and they're going to bring the chains all the way across. I don't know it unless those chains are off some way.
Yep. Those guys holding the sticks over there need some exercise.
That's right. Well, you got a point there. Yeah, you got a point there.
But I'm not going to call their names over the radio, the internet, or nothing else as long as I shall live.
Yeah, they need to get a little exercise. You're exactly right. That was a good 2 yards. Want him close. That official, we could see that up here, what he saw down there on the field, but at least they didn't take the ball and carry it across the field. Isn't that what they did one up in Jeff Davis? Mark Gibson was rehashing that episode this afternoon at the country club when we were having lunch.
First and 10 for the Cats at the Jeff Davis 46-yard line. Hands it off to Flowers, breaks a tackle on the right side, breaks another tackle and out down inside the 40-yard line.
Boy, great. Good job of running by Dejon Flowers. Great job of blocking by Harrison Hendricks from his guard position. He pulled and led up through the hole and did a great job. Also, the guys off the right side, Sawyer Goolsby, and I believe that was Mason Childers also blocking.
Cody Fulton ties back to pass, throws it out the flats, complete to Sincere Flowers. And I believe he's going to have a first down at the 35-yard line.
I believe you may be right. The throw was a little low, but Sincere Flowers went down and made a nice catch. And, yes, it will be enough yards for a first down for the Cats.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down at the 35-yard line, moving right to left, dual wide outs to the far side. Hands it to Fakes it to Anderson. Fulton ties around the right side, inside the 30, the 25, and finally ran out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Boy, what a great job by Cody Fulton ties on the zone read. You know, the Volunteers ran that earlier, but that time we ran it to perfection. Great fake inside. They collapsed down on our running back, and Cody Fulton ties kept it outside. Great job. Great execution.
First and 10 for the Cats. Far side of the field, far hash mark at the 21. 6:11 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis leading by 14, and we've got a timeout by the Volunteers. And with a timeout on the field, your score here at Wildcat Stadium, Jeff Davis 14, Enterprise nothing. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Coach Rex Bynum along with Fox Fleming, Rick Howard, Rick Adams, Lance Yarber here at Wildcat Stadium. Cody Fulton ties shotgun formation at the 26-yard line. Takes it, fakes it. He's going to keep it. Roll to the left side, gets a lot of pressure. Going to throw it downfield and intercepted inside the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure exactly what happened on that play. I thought it was a running play to start with, and it looked like a fake, and Cody Fulton Tice was looking to the right side, but he made an ill-advised throw in a first down situation. Just, you know, we had nothing, just throw it away. We can, we still got 2 more downs, and then we can always, if we don't make it, kick a field goal. But made a poor decision, and Jeff Davis got a big turnover.
Jeff Davis Volunteers coming on the field, the offensive unit, and I believe we're going to have a timeout with 5:59 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis leading 14-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Jeff Davis leading the Wildcats 14-0 with 5:59 to go in his first half. Jeff Davis with the ball. Haney in shotgun formation, fakes it to his back, throws it out in the flats, complete to number 10, cuts it across the 20 and up near the 25. First and 10, handoff to number 8 around the left side, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Yeah, good job by the entire front of the Wildcat defensive line. I tell you what, this has turned into kind of a slugfest down in the trenches. Both teams are really going at it. Cats, again, had a great opportunity here with plenty of time to put some points on the board, but the interception by the Volunteers kind of thwarted that drive.
Second and 9 for the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Line of scrimmage is a 26-yard line. 5:08 to go in the first half. Quarterback drops back, rolls to the right side, looks downfield, gets pressure, and throws it, and I believe it's incomplete up near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we had great coverage down the field, and that was Jaron Jones putting pressure on the quarterback for Jeff Davis. He had nowhere to go, and fortunately for us, the throw was low, and I don't believe. Well, he was pretty close to first down yardage, but it would have been a great catch.
Third and 9 for the Volunteers. The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line. Volunteers need to get out up near the 36 for a first down. Double wideouts going to the far side of the field. Two backs in the backfield. Shotgun formation with Haney. Gets pressure. Throws it complete to the left side. Hit quickly and drop back for a 2-yard gain. Fourth down.
Yeah, they had the perfect play call. We had a blitz coming off the short side of the field, but our outside linebacker, that was Scott Nelson, did a great job. He kind of came underneath the blocking and made that play. I tell you, I'm very impressed with this version of our Wildcat defense here in 2015.
Once again, Marcus Jones back deep for the Wildcats coach, standing inside his 40-yard line. Wood standing back to punt inside the 15. Good snap. Gets a good high kickoff. Jones going to field it at the 31. Out across the 35. Breaks one. Cuts it back. Tries to go upfield, and he's going to be caught back at the 36.
Yeah, Marcus has kind of met his match. These Jeff Davis Volunteers, they're just as quick and fast as he is, and they had great coverage down the field. He tried to reverse his field, but they would have none of that. That was a good punt by Jeff Davis, but a good job by Marcus Jones.
The line of scrimmage will be the 37 of the Wildcats, moving from right to left. Single wideouts each side of the field. Cody Footenstein standing back at the 32, hands it off to Flowers, cuts it back inside, breaks a tackle out across the 40, and finally brought down up near the 48-yard line.
Well, what a great run by Deshaun Flowers. I had a great look at that. You know, sometimes backs, they just have that little knack to make defenders miss. And we got a back in the backfield, Deshaun Flowers, that can do that. What a great job.
John Michael Griffin in at quarterback, shotgun formation at the 44. Hands it off again to Flowers, out across midfield and down inside the 45.
Boy, that's our bread and butter off this left side. Good job of blocking. That's Mason Jordan from his left tackle position, and I believe that's Harrison Hendricks from his left guard doing a great job, along with, of course, Dylan Bradshaw. The center always makes it happen on the offensive line, and we have a great center in Dylan Bradshaw.
Second and 1 for the Cats near hash mark, moving right to left. John Michael Griffin in at quarterback with 3:38 to go in the first half. Once again, Jeff Davis leading 14-0 over the Wildcats. Griffin stands back at his 47. Again, hands it off to Flowers, cuts it around the left side. He's going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss back at the 44.
Boy, that was a big loss there because we had it second and short. We went to the well once too many times, and the Jeff Davis Volunteers had great penetration to throw us for a loss.
Brings up 3rd and 3. The line of scrimmage will be just inside the 45-yard line. Wildcats need to get down to the 41-yard line for a first down. 3:10 to go in this first half. John Michael Griffin stands back at his own 49. Williams behind him, looks to the right side, throws it out, intended for Chance, and I believe he's going to give him the catch at the 40-yard line.
I believe you're right. What a great catch. I thought it hit the ground from my viewpoint, but the official across the way, he didn't hesitate. He went out, spotted the football, and they're moving the chain. Great catch by Chance Warren.
Southeast Sun Wildcat first down inside the 40, far hash mark, moving right to left. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Griffin hands the ball off to Anderson, and he's going to run hard for a 1-yard gain on the far side of the field, Coach.
Yeah, the big defensive end for the Volunteers kind of whipped our block at the point of the attack and was there to make that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The line of scrimmage now just inside the 39-yard line. 2:29 to go in the first half. Jeff Davis up 14-0. Griffin takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson, flips it back to Chance Warren around the left side, and he's going to be inside the 35 and finally knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, a little misdirection by the Wildcat offense, something I think we need. We don't have much of that, but a little reverse action. And Chance Warren did a good job, and I believe he has enough yards. Yes, they are moving the chain again. First down for the Cats.
First down for the Wildcats just inside the 30-yard line. 2:08 to go in the first half. Griffin standing back at the 34, hands it off to Flowers around the left side inside the 30, and finally out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Again, a great job by DeJohn Flowers. We had the Volunteers had one of their defenders that was not blocked. It was one-on-one, and DeJohn just gave him a little move and bounced down the sideline. I don't even think he laid a hand on it.
Second down for the Cats. Line of scrimmage is the 25-yard line. Near hash mark, moving right to left. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Griffin takes the ball, pitches it to Flowers around the right side, cuts it inside the 25, hit quickly and picks up another 2 yards.
Yeah, a little option look there. We attacked the line of scrimmage. Good job by John Michael Griffin. And a good job by the defender for the Volunteers because, again, he whipped that stop block and was able to make that play on DeJohn Flowers.
Third down for the Cats, Coach. They need to get down just inside the 20-yard line. Line of scrimmage is at 22. Wildcats line up at the far hash mark. Keyless and Flowers wide to the near side of the field. DeJohn Flowers lines up behind Griffin, and we've got a timeout, I believe, by the Volunteers.
I believe you're right, Fox. This may be 2-down territory for the Cats. Hopefully we won't need to make that decision.
But at 29 to go in the first half, Jeff Davis leading 14-0 over the Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Jeff Davis leading 14-0 over the Wildcats. Minute 29 to go in the first half. Wildcats with the ball, third and short. Wildcats need to get inside the 20. Griffin takes the ball, throws it out in the flats, complete to Flowers, makes it cut, and he's going to be down. And, Coach, he's got a first down.
Well, that was a nice play. John Michael Griffin has come into the ball game, giving the offense a little spark there. We looked to hit Chance Warren on the slant, but it was covered. And DeJohn Flowers just kind of did a little swing route in the right flats, and John Michael Griffin hit him in stride for the first down yardage.
First and 10 inside the 20-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the far side of the field. At the 19, Flowers comes wide to the near side of the field. Griffin takes the ball, keeps it, cuts it up the middle of the field, inside the 10, the 5, and down near the 2-yard line.
Boy, what a great run by John Michael Griffin on. Looked like the little option look to the left side, and you could see the crease open up. Great job of blocking up front by the entire unit of the offensive line. And John Michael Griffin, I tell you, he jumped in that crease and was headed for the goal line.
With timeout on the field, Wildcats first and goal, 52 seconds to go in the first half. Jeff Davis up 14-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Flowers in Wildcat formation. Standing back at his 8-yard line. Flowers takes it, rolls around the left side, and he's down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, just a direct snap to Sincere Flowers in the backfield, and he just tried to use his speed to get to the pylon, but the Volunteers would have none of that. I don't think they started the clock, did they?
Back at Wildcat Stadium, shotgun formation. Flowers takes it, goes up the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, good job of push up front by the entire Wildcat offensive line. Fox, we're still, I can't understand that previous play. I don't think took 20 seconds to run, but they marked off 20 seconds on the clock. I can't figure that out. But anyway, the Cats take advantage and put touchdown on the board.
Nicholson in to attempt the point after for the Wildcats. As we await snap, good snap, holds down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Wildcats get on the board with 26 seconds. Jeff Davis 14, Enterprise 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum, home of the Wildcats. Enterprise scoring on a run by Sincere Flowers as Nicholson gets ready to kick off. Low kick. Going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line. Missed by the receiver. Picked up and thought he fell down. Picks it back up, and he's down at the 3-yard line with 21 seconds to go in his first half.
Boys, I tell you what, I don't think the return guy knew exactly what to do. He was trying to pick up the football, and he wasn't able to do so, and we were right there on top of him. And it's a good break for the Cats. The only thing is there's just 21 seconds to go before halftime. We do have one timeout left, but I wish we had about a minute 21. Might take advantage of this.
First and 10 for the Volunteers as the offensive unit comes on the line near hash mark, moving left to right. Starting from their own 2-yard line, 21 seconds to go in the first half, leading the Wildcats 14-7. Haney end up under center. takes a snap, goes off the left side, down, and he's going to be out to the 4-yard line. And I believe we're going to take a timeout to stop the clock. And with timeout on the field, Jeff Davis leading Enterprise 14-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Back at Wildcat Stadium, and the quarterback takes a knee. Penalty flag comes out late. 9 seconds on the clock. And it looks like Coach Penley going to go, I think, against the Wildcats. A lot of pointing going on.
Yeah, both teams have been a little feisty out here tonight, Fox. A hard-hitting ball game. I tell you, you can tell that from up here in the box. Both teams are getting after it pretty good. That was an impressive drive by the Cats. Put that touchdown on the board right before the half. We'll see what the call is. All right, that's offset, and that should be third down now, right? They've run 2 plays.
Third down with 9 seconds to go in the first half. And as the first half comes to a close here at Wildcat Stadium, Jeff Davis leading the Enterprise Wildcats 14-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football on the Wildcat Sports Network. Jeff Davis will be returning from left to right here at Wildcat Stadium. Hunter Nicholson again doing the kicking for the Wildcats. And, Coach, we hope to see the ball go in the end zone this time.
Yeah, we need to back them up, if at all possible, make them go 80 yards. I'll tell you what, Jeff Davis started the game looking pretty good offensively, but the Cat defense, they have responded. We've got quite a ball game here tonight.
Once again, Jeff Davis deep backs back at their own 10-yard line. Nicholson getting ready to approach the ball. Good high kick, and it'll go into the end zone deep for a touchback.
Boy, that was a great kick. That was about 8 or 9 yards deep and in the end zone. Fox, we always talk about, the 5 minutes of the, start of the second half, what changes teams make. Would be interesting to see what Jeff Davis does offensively, and then we'll see how the Cats respond defensively.
First and 10 for the Jeff Davis Volunteers, midfield at the 20. Moving again left to right. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. A single wideout comes to the near side of the field. Wesley, the wide receiver for the Jeff Davis Volunteers. Haney, the quarterback, shotgun formation at the 14. Hands it off to his back, cuts it up the middle, out across the 20 and up near the 24.
Yeah, that's just a base give right up the middle. They had 2 backs back there with the quarterback, and they sent one of them kind of in motion to the toward their sideline, trying to draw the linebacker out just a little bit to give the running back a little more room inside. But pretty good job by the defensive front for the Cats.
Second and 5. Handoff goes number 1 around the left side, out across the 20, cuts it upfield, hit quickly by the Wildcats, knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
I'm not sure who made that tackle, but what a hit it was. That was a little like the old, out of the spread formation, the old buck sweep, and had 2 blockers out in front, but one of our linebackers, I'm not sure which one that was. I'm trying to get a number. It might have been Keontae White, I'm not sure, but good play by the Wildcats again.
Third down for the Volunteers. Need to get out to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage is just across the 24. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field. Shotgun formation. Quarterback at the 20-yard line. Takes it, hands it off to his back, cuts it back to the left side. He's got a first down and more at the 35, the 40, the 50. 40 cuts it back inside, breaks a tackle, the 25, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Boy, he found a crease off the left side. I thought I almost saw across the well blocking the back. The official was there, did not make the call. Maybe the receiver pulled up. But what a great run by Jeff Davis. Looked like we had him bottled up, but he found a crease off that left side, turned on the speed, made a nice cut back to the middle of the field, and just like that, they're in the end zone.
.76-yard run for the Volunteers on third down. Snap is there. Kick is up, and the kick is good. With 10:34 to go in the third quarter, Jeff Davis Volunteers leading 21-7 over the Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Sincere Flowers deep back for the Wildcats inside the 5-yard line. Woods kicking off again for the Volunteers, and Coach Woods has done a good job as well this night, as we've been kind of impressed with their kicking game as well.
Much better than we thought when this game started.
Good high kick to the near side of the field, taken by Reynolds at the 6, across the 10, the 20, the 25, and finally knocked out of bounds up near the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Caleb Reynolds on that return. Boy, the Volunteers, I don't know what adjustment they made on that third down play, but that running back found the crease, and, boy, he took advantage of it. We'll see how the Cats respond. And I believe, John Michael Griffin is starting here in the second half. Gave us a little spark there at the end of the first half. Hope that continues here in the second half.
Tavis Anderson in at running back for the Wildcats. Griffin at quarterback, standing back at the 24, shotgun formation. Hands it off to Anderson across the right side, and he's out across the 30.
Good job by the Jeff Davis Volunteer defense. We had a little pull action. I believe that was Harrison Hendricks from his guard position pulling up through there. Scott Nelson from the hammer trying to kick the defensive end out. But a good job by those defenders for the Volunteers.
2nd and 9 for the Cats. Ball in the center of the field. Cats moving right to left. 9:58 to go in the third quarter, trailing 21-7. Griffin takes the ball, hands it off around the left side, hit quickly and brought down up near the 31.
Yeah, our short side give play, and Tavis Anderson on the carry. But again, the Volunteers, they were in an excellent position to make that play. Boy, I think this Fox is critical down here. This ball game may be right here in this third and long for the Cats.
Wildcats need to get out to the 39-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 31. Ball at the near hash mark, 9:25 to go. In this third quarter, triple wideouts to the far side of the field. Griffin stands back at his 26, looks to the left side, looks to the right side, has a man across the middle, complete. Up near the 42, Chastain on the reception.
Yes, it was. The Jeff Davis kind of went against what they did in the first half. They only rushed 3. They dropped 8. John Michael Griffin had time. The offensive line giving him time to find the receiver. Good throw, great catch, first down Cats.
First down for the Cats. Again, hands it off to Flowers across the right side. He's going to pick up maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, boy, they're slamming the door shut. They looked like there was a little crease in Harrison Hendricks again on the pull block or fold block. I'm not sure. I need to talk to Coach Buck Hanson and find out what his terminology is. But big Harrison Hendricks leading up through there, but the defender was there to make that play against DeJohn Flowers.
2nd and 8 for the Cats. Ball in the middle of the field. Dual wideouts each side of the field. Griffin looks to the left side, pulls it down, throws it long, intended for Flowers, but out of bounds.
Yeah, had the corner for Jeff Davis was in excellent coverage. John Michael Wise just threw that one out of bounds.
Third down for the Cats. They need to get down inside the 48-yard line of the Volunteers. Line of scrimmage is the 44. Again, Flowers lines up to the right side of Griffin. Griffin stands back at the 39, looks downfield, throws it intended across the middle, broken up by the linebacker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if who he was trying to hit across the way. I believe that was Caleb Reynolds. Yeah, running a little seam right in the middle of the field. But as you said, Fox, one of the linebackers batted that one away. And, boy, that was a great job by the Volunteer defense to see if the Cats are going to have to respond defensively when the Volunteers get this punt.
Nicholson stands back at the 30-yard line. Thornton doing the reception for the Volunteers. A good punt. Goes right to Thornton at the 20. Cuts it to the left side out across the 20, 25, and finally brought down by the Wildcats up near the 26-yard line.
Fox, again, the Volunteers did not even send anybody rushing. They're not even checking the punter. That might be something that Coach Faulkner and his staff might take advantage of later in the game if we get in a situation where we need to fake a punt, because nobody even looked at Hunter Nicholson.
Volunteers offensive unit coming on the field now. 7:58 to go in the third quarter. Volunteers leading 21-7 over the Wildcats. Scoreboard brought to you by Citizens Bank of Enterprise. Haney, shotgun formation. Comes up under center. 2 wideouts to the near side of the field. Hands it off to his back around the right side. Hit quickly and brought down up near the 26.
Fox, that looked like almost the same play they ran to open the ball game. They shifted into the double wing formation, ran a little buck sweep toward our sideline. But again, our defense just rose up to the occasion. Hopefully we can prevent some more of those big plays. We've done a great job of balling them up. They've had that one long run has been the difference here in this second half.
2nd and 9 for the Volunteers at their own 26-yard line. Quarterback rolls to the right side, looks downfield, pulls it down. Got a penalty flag back at the 22, incomplete.
It looked to me like the back kind of moved. He didn't set. He has to get set for just a second. I don't know if that's what the call is, but that's what it looked like to me. He was not in motion. We'll see. Look at the referee and see what the call is. Yeah, that's what it was. It was an illegal shift. He moved, but he didn't have time to set.
Third down for the Vols, needing to get out to the 35-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 26. Again, dual wideouts to each side of the field. Haney lines up in shotgun formation at the 20. Takes a snap, rolls to the left side, looks downfield, has a man open, complete up near the 43.
Boy, what a great throw by the quarterback on the little clear-out route. Sprinted to his left. Great coverage across the way. I believe that was Brandon Williams in great coverage, but the quarterback put it right on the money. We got another flag down. Let's see. Fox, it was holding against the Cats. I didn't see it anywhere. It might have been one of the receivers, but it didn't matter. The great offensive play by the Volunteers, first down.
1st and 10 for the Volunteers at the 43-yard line. 7:09 to go in the third quarter, leading 21-7. Handoff around the right side, cuts it back to the left side, picks up a block across the 40-45, and a penalty flag comes in back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's a block in the back. Sometimes that happens when a runner reverses his field. Guys get caught off balance a little bit off guard, and Cats were in great position to make a play. I thought for a second our outside linebacker, I think it was Trevon Dunlap, was there to make a play, and it looked to me like somebody was holding him, but the call was a block in the back.
First down for the Volunteers. Ball placed back at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Quarterback looks downfield. And incomplete, intended for his receiver, number 14, Corey Smith.
Yeah, the snap was low. We had pressure coming from the outside. Chris Ross, from his outside linebacker position, was putting pressure on the quarterback. The receiver was open, but I think the pressure from Chris Ross, and the quarterback had to hurry, and the throw did sail incomplete.
Second and long for the Vols. Again, shotgun formation. Quarterback fakes it. Almost intercepted by the Wildcats.
Boy, they tried to set up a screen to the short side of the field, and Cats were all over that. The Volunteers got away with one there. Boy, that would have been a great turnover if we could have picked it off. Looked like 3 or 4 guys there to make that play, but I don't know if any of them had a chance to really catch it or not. I couldn't tell from here, but the Cats read that one like a book.
Third and long, the line of scrimmage, the 26. They need to get out to the Wildcat 48-yard line for a first down. Triple wide outs to the near side of the field as the Vols are moving from our left to our right. And I believe we're going to have don't know what we're going to have.
It's delay a game according to the referee against the Volunteers. I don't know what's happened to our 25-second clock, but they're not operating, but they seem to take too long, and that's what the call was.
And these are new ones, Coach. Third down at the 20-yard line. Quarterback looks to the left side, throws it long, has a man open but throws it out of bounds, fourth down.
Yeah, that was Darius Kirsch across the way in great position, great coverage, trying to go one-on-one with receivers trying to beat him, but Darius said none of that.
.6:27 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, JD 21, Wildcats 7. Good snap, goes off the side of his foot, and the Wildcats should get a good turnover here as it goes out of bounds at the 46, 1st and 10 at the JD 46-yard line.
Yeah, we had a little bit of pressure on the punter. Again, those block protectors step up, and I tell you what, there's some hard hitting going on this ball game tonight. Be on this field tonight, you don't need to have faint of heart, that's for sure. But a break for the Cats with the errant punt off to the side of the foot, and great field position. The Cats need to take advantage of it.
John Michael Griffin in at quarterback, standing back at his 49-yard line. Triple wideouts to the far side of the field. Flowers comes wide to the near side of the field. Takes the ball, hands it off to Flowers. He's going to be hit quickly and may pick up a yard.
Something didn't look exactly right about that play. Harrison Hendricks pulled off, leading off right tackle, and it looked like we tried to run off left guard where he left from, and I tell you what, there was no room to run. I think a little miscommunication on that play.
2nd and 10 for the Cats. Near hash mark, moving right to left. The line of scrimmage, a 46-yard line. Shotgun formation. Griffin takes the ball, hands it off to Flowers around the right side. Breaks a tackle, cuts it back inside the 40, the 35. He's got a Wildcat first down.
Fox, I think that was the play we meant to run on first down, but we executed it a lot better that time. Of course, Dejon Flowers, when he gets his hands on the football, he can make things happen. But he had, again, Harrison Hendricks on the lead block and a great run, first down Cats.
5:39 to go, a Heat timeout. Jeff Davis leading 21-7 over Enterprise. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Davis leading 21-7 over the Wildcats. Wildcats with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Jeff Davis 35-yard line. Shotgun formation. Griffin stands back at the 40. Hands it off, hit quickly, and drop for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, I believe that was a zone read, and John Michael misread it. They were there, swarmed to John Flowers, and I believe if John Michael had to do that one again, he would have kept it because nobody picked him up.
Second down for the Cats at the 35. Far hash mark, triple wideouts to the near side of the field. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Griffin throws it, gets hit at the line of scrimmage again. I believe Travis Bell, the linebacker for the Volunteers, once again gets his hand in it.
Yeah, that's a good job by the defenders for Jeff Davis. That's what they're coached to do. If you can't get to the quarterback, when he throws it, you just throw your hands up, and they've done that a couple of times.
Cats need to get down to the 25-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage at 35. Chastain comes in the slot. Griffin looks over, throws long, in and out of the hands of Flowers on the far side.
Yeah, great coverage down the field. The corner was there in man coverage, and the safety came over the top. Pretty good throw by John Michael Griffin, but Chance Warren couldn't come down with that throw.
Fourth down for the Cats, and they're going to go for it. Far hash mark moving right to left. Triple wideouts to the near side of the field. Flowers, Chastain, and Reynolds. Griffin back to pass, looks to the left side, throws it long, and no one's down there. Intercepted and out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, he might have done us a favor by making that interception. We gained a few yards on it. Again, a miscommunication on the route, or our receiver stopped, and John Michael threw it deep. Had plenty of time to make the throw, but nobody came open. I think I wasn't exactly watching the defensive front. They probably just rushed 3 and dropped 8, but good job by the Volunteer defense.
.429 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Davis up 21-7. Here at Wildcat Stadium, Jeff Davis with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Near hash mark, moving left to right. Haney in shotgun formation at the 10. Hands it off to his back, cuts it back to the left side, then back up the middle, across the 20, and up here the 23.
Yeah, good job of blocking up front by the Volunteer offensive line. Fox, we talked in here, we just got a couple of first downs offensively, and then they call the Heat timeout. I always thought that if a team had a drive going, you didn't call a timeout, but since that Heat timeout, we didn't pick up another first down. I wonder if there might have been a reason for that.
Second down for the Volunteers. Again, shotgun formation. Hands it off to number 8 around the left side. Cuts it back up inside, and he's going to be close to a first down up near the 25.
Yeah, I believe that was their version of the zone read, and the quarterback, I believe he could have done either way. He could have kept it or could have given it, and of course he chose to give it to the running back. We made a pretty good play. I made him go sideways across the field. It's going to be close to the line. Let's see. I believe they're marking it a little short. Yes, it will be a third down and short for the Volunteers.
Volunteers need about 2 foot for a first down, third and short. 3:26 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback fakes it, rolls to the right side. He's going to pull it down and run it, and he's going to have a first down up near the 26.
Boy, that's a different call there on that third and short. We didn't have anybody on the quarterback. It ended up contained. I'm not sure exactly what happened defensively, but we had great coverage down the field, but there was no contain for the quarterback, and he easily picked up the first down.
First and 10 for the Volunteers now at the 26. Clock continues to run. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fakes it, rolls to the right side, has a man downfield, and incomplete. Flag comes in, penalty on to play, interference.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is. That was Shane Key on the coverage. I don't know if the ball could have been caught or not, but quarterback just threw it up. And, of course, we were kind of out of position and almost forced to interfere. I don't think our defenders knew exactly where the ball was, but big penalty gave Jeff Davis first down yardage.
First and 10 for the Volunteers now up at the 40-yard line. Hands it off to 45 around the left side, out across the 45 and up near the 48.
Yeah, that was a little quick trap inside, something that you don't see a lot of this day in these spread offensive, but a nice-looking play and a great surge by the offensive front for the Volunteers.
Second down for the Volunteers. Hands it off again to Wallace, and he's going to pick up a yard or two more.
Yeah, that was a little belly play. Quarterback reversed out, gave it to the fullback. Again, a little old wing T play. And, again, our defensive front, we have met the challenge several times tonight. And another critical third and short for the Wildcat defense. Boy, it'd be nice if we could get a turnover right here.
Third and 1, and a timeout on the field. A minute 42 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Davis leading 21-7 over the Enterprise Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise Wildcat Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Holding along with Coach Rex Bynum. Jeff Davis leading the Wildcats 21-7 here with a minute 42 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Davis with the ball, third and about 1. Jeff Davis needs to get across midfield. Shotgun formation. Haney at quarterback, standing back at his 43. Takes the ball, hands it off. He's got a first down inside Wildcat territory.
Yeah, a little speed sweep to the wide side of the field. And the running back for Jeff Davis found a little crease. It didn't need a whole lot of yardage. And when he made his plant and headed toward the goal line, it opened up and he was able to easily pick up that first down.
Ball is put in the middle of the field. Once again, Jeff Davis moving the ball left to right. Just over 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Quarterback rolls to the left side. Pulls it down. He's going to run it. He's inside the 45 and down near the 43.
Chris Ross, our outside linebacker, did a great job because we had good coverage down the field. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. Chris did a good job. He kept his outside shoulder free, came off, fought off that blocker, and made that play.
New line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line, far hash mark. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation is Haney stands back at the 49. Hands it off to number 1 around the left side inside the 40, the 35, and down near the 30-yard line.
Boy, he found a little crease, and I believe that was his own read. Our defensive end really didn't know what to do. He was kind of stalemated right at the line of scrimmage. I think he thought the quarterback was going to keep it, but all of a sudden he handed it to the running back, and he made a nice cut in the hole, and another first down for the Volunteers. They're on the move.
Handoff goes to Bozeman again around the left side. He's inside the 30 and down near the 27-yard line. Good second effort's going to put him down right close to the 26.
Yeah, we did a good job of stacking him up right at the line of scrimmage, but their offensive line kept driving those feet as their coach to do, and he kind of got him behind him, and lo and behold, he got about 4.5, almost 5 yards on that play.
And as we end the third quarter, Jeff Davis Volunteers 21, Enterprise Wildcats 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Jeff Davis with the ball. Handoff goes to number 45 around the right side, inside the 25, and brought down by the Wildcats.
Down territory.
Third down, coach, for the Volunteers. Wildcats defense needs to hold here. Volunteers need to get down to the 20 for a first down. Line of scrimmage should be about the 24, just inside the 25, middle of the field. Jeff Davis moving right to left. Pass caught, a great throw and catch. I thought Enterprise may have broken it up. He's going to be down right at the 21-yard line, but should be short, fourth down.
Fox, I didn't even see him go down. Did you see his knee touch the ground? I must have missed something. It's so far away across the field. I thought for sure we had intercepted it. All of a sudden he caught the football. I thought he was coming out with the ball headed for the goal line.
I think he was on a knee when he caught it, Coach.
Okay.
4th and 1. Quarterback takes it. He's going to keep it, be down inside the 20, and have a Jeff Davis first down.
Yeah, just the old quarterback sneak. Great surge by the offensive line, just wedge blocking. That big quarterback, he's a load. All he had to do was just kind of get in behind them and push the pile. Easily picked up that first down. Boy, we need a defensive stand and maybe a turnover right here. Somebody needs to make a play for the Wildcats.
First and 10 for the Volunteers inside the 20. Fakes it to number 1. The quarterback's going to keep it inside the 15 and down near the Wildcat 9-yard line.
Yeah, again, nobody was there. The quarterback, there was nobody there for containment. When he kept the football, there was just a crease there. We were had our guys covered in the secondary, but nobody picked up the quarterback. And I tell you what, Jeff Davis making it going tough for our Wildcat defense here in the second half.
Second and 2 for the Volunteers at the Wildcat 9-yard line, center of the field. Single wide outs to each side. Haney stands back in shotgun formation at the 15. Penalty flag on the play down at the near side of the field.
I wonder why this fish on the side. I mean, the referee's right out there, and I could see them move from up here. I don't know what he was watching, but that was a false start. Wait a minute. They're calling offside against the Cats. I cannot believe that. I'm saying that we're not offside, but they moved in the backfield. And the referee never even went for his flag.
Moves the ball down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Volunteers. Quarterback stands back at the 10, hands it off, touchdown Volunteers.
Boy, what a well-executed play by the Volunteers, right up the gut. He found a little crease. I think somebody may have touched him, but they didn't knock him down. And, boy, what a tremendous drive by the Jeff Davis Volunteers. They're kind of taking charge of this football game here in the second half.
And a kicking team coming on the field with 9:30 to go in the ball game. Woods coming in to attempt the extra point. As we await the snap, a good snap. Hole is down. The kick is low and to the left. No good. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum here. 9:30 to go in the ball game. Jeff Davis leading 27-7 over the Wildcats. Getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats as they return from left to right. Woods approaches the ball. Another good kick and going into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, tremendous job by the Jeff Davis Volunteers. They had the big play there in the third quarter, taking it 76 yards on that one play for the touchdown. But an impressive drive here. Started in the third quarter, finished in the fourth quarter. And the Cats, boy, have a hill to climb here with 9:30 to go in the ball game.
Cats first and 10 at the 20. 9:30 to go in the ball game. Trailing 27-7. Citizens Bank scoreboard. Griffin standing back at the 15. Looks downfield. Throws it. Intended for Chastain. Incomplete.
It might have been just a little bit behind him. Good coverage by the linebackers for Jeff Davis. Fortunately, it went off Dennis's hands, and the safety had a chance to come up with it, but it was far enough away from him when he dove. He couldn't come up with it. Great. It was a good break for the Cats.
Second and 10 for the Cats. Griffin standing back at the 15. Dual wide out seat side of the field. Griffin looks to the right side. Throws it. Intended for Warren, in and out of his hands.
I had a good look at that one. Oh, Chance, he took his eye off. He was checking that defender, and he didn't miss very many, but you could see that head move just enough that when the ball hit his hands, he was unable to control it.
Brings up third down. Wildcats need to get out to the 30-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 20. Warren and Chastain wide to the near side of the field. Griffin takes the ball at the 15, looks downfield, gets pressure, sacked back inside the 10.
Great coverage downfield. John Michael Griffin had nowhere to go with the football, and his blocking collapsed, and boy, they were there to surround him.
Fourth and 20 for the Cats. Nicholson in to punt, standing deep in the end zone. Jeff Davis, return man, moves up to the 45-yard line. Aquarius Thornton in to receive. Punt goes off the side of his foot, takes a Wildcat bounce, and it's going to bounce across midfield and down at the 46-yard line.
You called it exactly right. Hunter didn't hit that one very solid, but it had the right kind of spin on it to get a Wildcat bounce. It did cross midfield. And Fox, I tell you what, the Wildcat defense, we're going to have to create some turnovers or do something here and get back in this football game.
First and 10 for the Volunteers. And, Coach, I believe we got a new nose guard in there. Wide outs to each side of the field. Haney takes the ball, hands it off to big number 45 around the right side, across midfield and down to the Wildcat 47. Penalty flag at the 50, Coach.
Yeah, that usually indicates holding. That's the umpire that made that, that threw that flag. The offensive line, yeah, that's the call. They've kind of taken charge here in this second half. Our defense is playing pretty strong, but they've been on the field so much. Our offense hasn't done a whole lot. Had those couple of first downs before they called that heat time out there in the third quarter, and that broke our momentum, and we haven't responded since then.
Volunteers backed up to the 39-yard line. First down with 8:10 to go in the ball game. Quarterback moves up under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to his back, cuts it outside and back up in the middle, out across the 40 and up near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, what a nice run by the run back for Jeff Davis. He looked like our Dejon Flowers, kind of, he's about his size. Looks like he kind of dipped and darted underneath some blocking in there. It looked like he was going to lose about a yard, and he picked up about 4.
Brings up 2nd and 11. Quarterback takes the ball, hands it off to his back, hit quickly and down up around the 46-yard line.
I think they ran that play early in the ball game. They took the right wing and sent him in slow motion. He leads up through on the linebacker, but our down defensive lineman would have none of that. He kind of penetrated his gap, was there to make that play.
Third down for the Balls. Need to get down to the Wildcat 44. Line of scrimmage is their 46. Handoff to the left side. Has some open field inside the 40, 30, 25, 20, and finally tackled inside the Wildcat 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little draw play they have run a couple times early in the game. I think we may have a hold against their wideout down here about our 29. Of course, it will still be first down. They'll mark off 10 yards. That's a spot foul, but great job. Again, that's about the third time here in the second half. For some reason, when their runner has gotten to the outside, we have no contain. Nobody's out there to make a play. I'm not sure if we're getting fooled or what's happening, but we're out of position, and the Volunteers have taken advantage of that.
Gives Jeff Davis a first down inside the Wildcat 40. Near hash mark, marked about the 39. 6:34 to go in the ball game, leading 27-7. Hands it off to his big back, breaks through into 30, 25, 20, 10, and finally brought down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, that was that little quick trap that they ran earlier in this half. An impressive play. That right guard made a nice trap block. And that big fullback, he doesn't look very tall from up here, but he's a stocky, like a bowling ball. He popped through in the secondary. And Fox, I think they need to call a heat timeout right here, maybe stop this momentum of this Volunteer offense.
First and goal for the Vols at the Wildcat 6, near hash mark. Haney up under center. Again, hands it off to the big back, and he's down inside the 4.
Yeah, the entire defensive line. I see Chris Ross getting up, Jay Hensley, whole group of guys down there making that play. Oh, here we go. There's we go. We got the heat timeout. Maybe at the perfect time here. Stop their momentum a little bit. Give us a chance to regroup.
Timeout on the field. 5:54 to go in the ball game. Citizens Bank scoreboard time. And the score, 27. The Jeff Davis Falls Enterprise Wildcats 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum, Rick Adams, and Rick Howard. Spotter Lance Yarber, 5:53 to go in the ball game. Jeff Davis leading 27-7. Haney up under center, takes the ball, fakes it, rolls to the right side, looks into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Great call and great execution on the bootleg quarterback. Faked it, rolled to the right. The big receiver, I believe that's the tight end, on a little crossing route, was wide open in the seam. And, we have a flag down, Fox. Let's see what the call is. I didn't see the flag down.
Woods comes in to attempt the point after, holds down, kick is up, and this time the kick is good. And the Volunteers lead 30-47 over the Wildcats. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Jeff Davis leading 30-47 over the Wildcats as Ty Woods gets ready to kick off. Flowers back deep for the Wildcats. Another good high kick. Going to be fielded at the 1 yard line. Out across the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts it back to the left side and up to the 25 yard line. Caleb Reynolds on the return for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good job by Caleb Reynolds out again, another good kick. And I tell you what, Fox, the Jeff Davis Volunteers have shown that they are for real. You know, we were wondering what kind of football team they have. They have really performed well, particularly here in the second half. Cats have done nothing offensively here in the second half to make this a ball game, but give credit to Jeff Davis.
1st and 10 for the Cats. Handoff goes up the middle, out across the 25 and up to the 27 yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff Davis will be content. Just let us run the football, get 3 or 4 yards with this commanding lead. Just a little over 5 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Second down for the Wildcats. Line of scrimmage is up near the 27 yard line. John Michael back in shotgun formation. Throws it out in the flats, intended for Keelis, incomplete.
Yeah, again, that little clear out route. Nick Keelis ran a good route, good throw by John Michael Griffin. Had some pressure. He got knocked to the turf and bounced off Nick's hands, incomplete.
Third down for the Cats. Need to get out to the 34 yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage. is back at the 27, and we've got a timeout by the Wildcats with just over 4 minutes to go in the ball game. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 4:50 to go in this ball game. Jeff Davis leading 34-7 over the Wildcats here in Enterprise. Wildcats with the ball, 3rd and 7. Line of scrimmage 27. Wildcats need to get out to the 34 for a first down. John Michael Griffin, shotgun formation. Looks downfield, throws it across the middle, intended for Keyless, incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage from the Volunteer secondary. John Michael really didn't have anywhere to go with the football. Threw it a little bit behind Nick Keyless, but I don't think he would have had a chance to come up with that one anyway.
Nichols then to punt for the Wildcats. Good snap, good high punt. Taken back inside the 25 by the Vols. Returns it out across the 25, the 30, 35, 40. Cuts it back upfield. Across the 50 and out of bounds up near the 43. Jeff Davis offensive unit coming on now. Line of scrimmage will be the 43, the near hash mark. Moving right to left. Quarterback up under center, takes the ball, hands it off around the right side, out across the 45 and up near midfield.
Yeah, Jeff Davis will be content to run the clock out. His commanding lead.
Line of scrimmage midfield, far hash mark, moving right to left. Hands it off around the left side, across midfield and down to the Wildcat 46. First and 10 for the Vols at the Wildcat 46. Clock just under 3:38 to go in the ball game. Once again, Haney looks to the sideline using all the play clock that he can. Hands it off to his back on the left side, inside the Wildcat 45, and finally tackle down near the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
Fox, I'm still perplexed here this football game. Here it is, 3 minutes to go. It's 34-7, and both teams still have their starting players in the ball game. I guess I'm just old school a little bit, but when the game's kind of decided, you give your other guys a chance to play get some varsity action, get a little experience. But I guess times are changing.
Second and 7 for the Volunteers. Once again, hands off up the middle, and he's going to be down to the Wildcat 42. Third down for the Volunteers. They need to get down to the Wildcat 36-yard line for a first down. 2:15 to go in the ball game. Jeff Davis Volunteers leading 34-7 over the Wildcats. Ball placed near the home side hash mark as the quarterback comes up under center. Pitches back to Bozeman. Bozeman inside the 40 and down near the 35, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, just they kind of had a bunch formation to the short side of the field, just ran a little toss sweep, pulled both guards, sort of like the old Green Bay Packer sweep. I guess that's what they look like tonight. Rick running that old Green Bay sweep, and I think we can turn out the lights. The party's over.
35-yard line is a line of scrimmage. 1:40 to go in the ball game. Two backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Zarin Haney, as he stands in shotgun formation at the 40. Hands it off once again to his back around the left side, Bozeman, and he's out of bounds near the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure their coaches would tell that gentleman, don't get out of bounds. Just, fall down, let the clock keep running.
Penalty flag on to play as we take a timeout with 1:24 to go in the ball game. Jeff Davis leading 34-7 over the Wildcats of Enterprise. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football on the Wildcat Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox Swimming Live with Coach Rex Bynum. 1:23 to go. Handoff goes to the back, and the Wildcats stop it back in the backfield at the 20-yard line. Brings up second at about 13. Shotgun formation. Number 32 around the right side, down inside the Wildcat 20, Coach.
Yeah, they're just going to be content to let the clock run out. I'm just surprised they didn't put this bunch in a little earlier. What it took, just a little over a minute to go, and I guess one more play will wind it up.
Line of scrimmage now, the 19-yard line, under 20 seconds to go in this ball game. Jeff Davis lines up under center, takes a snap, takes a knee, and that should do it as this game comes to a close. And your final score here at Wildcat Stadium as the game comes to an end. Jeff Davis Volunteers 34, the Enterprise Wildcats 7. You've been listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's of Enterprise on the Wildcat Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.